So you want to get into cloud engineering. You see the headlines about the flexibility, you see the $120,000 starting salaries, and you think, that's the move for me. But you've been trying for months, maybe even years, and you're getting absolutely nowhere. You're applying to hundreds of jobs and getting nothing but those automated rejection emails. Here's the hard truth about cloud engineering. The way most people are trying to break into cloud right now is completely broken. It just does not work. And in 2026, with AI automating basic configurations and ClickOps tasks, it's only going to get harder if you're using an outdated strategy. But what if I told you there's a roadmap that actually works? A proven step-by-step plan that'll take you from zero experience to a cloud engineer job in under a year. In this video, I'm going to give you the updated 2026 cloud roadmap. I'm going to show you why your certifications aren't working, and I'm going to give you a secret weapon that 99% of people haven't even started using yet. The first thing we need to get straight is this. Cloud engineering is not an entry-level field. I see so many people making this mistake. They get a cloud practitioner or an AZ900 certification, they watch a few labs, and they start applying for cloud architect roles. And they get rejected every single time. Why? Because you can't architect a city in the sky if you don't know how to build a foundation on the ground. You can't manage a virtual network in AWS or Azure if you don't understand how a physical network actually functions. You need a foundation. And this roadmap is all about building that foundation the right way, the smart way. Step 1 of the 2026 cloud roadmap is to get your CompTIA Security Plus certification. Now listen to me very carefully. The purpose of Security Plus is not to get you a cloud engineering job. I'm going to say that again. The Security Plus will not get you a cloud job on its own. So why am I telling you to get it? Because in 2026, security is the cloud. Companies are terrified of data breaches and misconfigured buckets. Having a Security Plus makes you a safe candidate for entry-level IT roles that lead to the cloud. And specifically in the GovTech world, it's a hard requirement because of the DoD directives. Your goal here is to pass this exam within 30 days. That is your first filter. Now, I want to be extremely clear on how you get this without wasting money. I see people spending $600 to $1,000 on the CompTIA A Plus or Network Plus before even touching security. Do not do that. You can learn everything you need to know about foundational IT knowledge for free. Go on YouTube, watch Professor Messer's A Plus and Network Plus videos. Learn the concept of DNS, DHCP, and IP addressing, but do not pay for the exams. Save that money for your cloud account and your Security Plus voucher. By skipping the A Plus exam but learning the information, you're saving months of time and hundreds of dollars. To get your hands dirty with real-world cloud infrastructure, you need to go to platforms like Code Cloud or A Cloud Guru. Specifically on Code Cloud, you can get into their playgrounds. Instead of just reading about a server, you can actually spin one up. You can practice Linux commands, you can set up a web server, and you can see how files move across a network. This prepares you for the real world, not just a multiple choice test. Step 2 is to get real world tech experience. Once you have that Security Plus in your hand, you are going to start applying for entry-level IT jobs. Not cloud engineering IT jobs. I'm talking about roles like IT support specialist, help desk support, data center technician, junior systems administrator. This is the step that most people try to skip because they think they're above the help desk. But this is where you learn how an enterprise network is actually set up. This is where you learn about Active Directory, how user accounts are managed, and how to troubleshoot under pressure. You need to spend 3 to 6 months in this role. During this time, you aren't just fixing computers. You are a student of the infrastructure. You are looking at how servers are connected. You are asking the senior guys about the on-prem to cloud migration. This is where you build the technical DNA that makes you a senior engineer later. Now, this is the part of the roadmap that's new for 2026. This is what separates the people who stay stuck from the people who land $100,000 roles. The AI advantage. While you're working at that entry-level IT job, you are going to use AI to build cloud automation projects. 99% of people are just clicking in the AWS console. If you want to be a cloud engineer, you need to be an automation specialist. You are going to use tools like Anthropic's Cloud Code or GitHub Copilot to help you write Terraform. Infrastructure as code is the language of the cloud. If you can't write Terraform, you aren't an engineer. You're a technician. You don't have to be a master coder to start. Use AI as your senior architect sitting next to you. Ask the AI, write a Terraform script to deploy a secure VPC with a private subnet and a NAT gateway. Then don't just copy it. Ask the AI, explain every line of this code to me. Explain why I need a NAT gateway here. This is how you learn at 10 times the speed of a classroom. To reach that next level, you need to document 3 specific projects on your GitHub. Project 1, the automated web architecture. Use Terraform to deploy a static website on AWS, S3, or Azure Blob Storage, but secure it with CloudFront or Azure Front Door distribution. This shows you understand content delivery and security. Project 2, the serverless security scanner. Use AI to help you write a Python function that scans your cloud environment every hour for public S3 buckets. If it finds one, it should automatically close it and send you an alert. This proves you understand cloud governance. Project 3, the CI/CD pipeline. Set up a GitHub Actions pipeline. Make it so that every time you update your code, it automatically deploys to the cloud. This shows you understand the DevOps lifecycle, which is what big tech companies actually pay for. Document this journey on LinkedIn. Don't wait until you're done. Post about the bugs you found, post about the Terraform errors you fix. This builds your proof of work before you even apply. After you spent 3 to 6 months in your IT role and you have your AI-powered cloud projects on GitHub, now you're ready. Now you have the foundation. Now you have the ground level IT experience and you have high level automation skills. This is when you start applying for cloud engineer, junior DevOps engineer, cloud security analyst, or site reliability engineer. When you get to that interview and they ask about your experience, the other guy is gonna say, I have an AWS certification and I read a book. You're gonna say, I spent the last 8 months managing an enterprise network, and in my spare time, I built an automated CI/CD pipeline using Terraform and AI that manages security guardrails in the cloud. Who do you think they're gonna hire? That's the real cloud engineering roadmap for 2026. It's not a shortcut. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a strategic, proven plan to build a sustainable career. Step 1, get the Security Plus, 30 days. Learn A Plus and Network Plus for free. Step 2, land an entry-level IT job and work it for 6 months. Step 3, use AI to master Terraform and build 3 solid cloud projects on Code Cloud. Step 4, transition into your $100,000 cloud engineering role. If you want to be competitive in this new world of AI, I have some resources in the description if you need help getting started in the field. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.